Hi. Welcome to my minimalist apartment. At first, it doesn't look like much, but trust me when I say there's more than meets the eye. As you walk through the door into my apartment, to the left, I have my minimalist desk. It's like a regular desk, except minimalist. This is my minimalist sofa. Again, it's like a regular sofa, but for minimalists. This is my minimalist bed. I sleep on the ground because it allows me to really be in touch with the earth and my minimalist roots, even though I'm on the 12th floor of an apartment block. This is my minimalist toothbrush. 9 years ago, when I first became a minimalist, I purchased this little guy and it's served me well ever since. I see no need in being wasteful and replacing what already works. It'll probably be in my family for generations to come. I have a few other minimalist belongings like my minimalist phone, minimalist MacBook, minimalist tea, cereal, shoes, clothes, lamp, lens hood, watch, earphones, tripod, microphone, spoon, and banana. What makes all of these things minimalist, you ask? Well, I am a minimalist, therefore my belongings are minimalist. I eat directly from the countertop because having diningware clutters my already empty drawers. During the day I snack purely on sunlight and the air available in my apartment. I'm kidding. This is what my apartment actually looks like. It's quite small, around 450 square feet, although it has everything I need and want right now, so it's kind of perfect. By having a small space, it's made me really mindful of everything that I buy to put in here, because every little bit of space counts. I also don't like clutter and feeling like I'm being squished, so in order for me to maintain the feeling of openness and airiness in the space, it's made it a lot easier to not buy everything I lay my eyes on. To the right of the entrance, I have a magnetic catch-all for the things that I'll use in my day, like my earphones, wallet, keys, and lock for the gym. It doubles as a belt rack too, so that's kinda cool. Occasionally, I'll need a backpack if I want to take something warm with me when I go out, but usually I can fit everything into my pockets. I don't like wearing shoes at home, so I'll kick them off and shove them under my sofa, my minimalist sofa that is. This little guy was super cheap. I think I paid $80 for it. It's not the most comfortable, but it gives me a place to sit and read, and if a friend is visiting me from out of town, it folds out into a little bed too so that they can sleep on it. It's really uncomfortable, so it encourages them to go home early. Before we move on, know that I'll be giving $50 to someone who comments and likes the video, so make sure that you do that now and hit the subscribe button if you want a better chance to get this in the future. I'll be doing this in every video. On the other side of my apartment is this huge mirror and closet. I absolutely love this because it makes the space feel so much larger than it actually is. I also don't really have any art on the walls of my apartment because I feel that mirrors are kind of art in themselves since they frame whatever they're reflecting. This is my closet. It doubles as a clothing and gear closet. I don't really have that much camera gear. I try to make use of as little as possible to force myself to be creative with what I have. These are my clothes. Very typical of a minimalist. Black on black on black. Although I have recently expanded to a few pieces of lighter clothing and some red. I like red. Next to my sofa, I have my bedside table with some candles and my plants, Phineas and Fern. And here we have my bed. I paid over $1,000 for this guy, which might sound insane at first and not really minimalist at all, but I feel like sleep is the one thing that you really cannot compromise on. When you're young, you don't really think too much about how you're sleeping or pulling all-nighters, but it really does take a toll on your body after a while. For years, I was plagued with sore necks and back pain, and not until recently, until I got a comfortable bed, did I realize that it was from sleeping wrong or sleeping uncomfortably. If you think I'm exaggerating, I'd recommend that you read a book called Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker, and I promise it'll change your view on sleep entirely. Sure, we all know to some extent how important sleep is, but did you know that routinely sleeping less than 6 or 7 hours a night demolishes your immune system, more than doubling your risk of cancer? Those are insane risks to take. Just get a good bed, man. In front of my bed, I have my little kitchen. It's got a ton of cupboard space, so I use it to store stuff that I'm not using right now, like my winter clothing, bedding, and my suitcase for when I travel. I like to keep my countertops clear, again, to maintain that feeling of openness. One of the major advantages to living like a minimalist and having a small space is that I don't have stuff everywhere, because stuff gathers dust and gets dirty and clutters up your visual space. A few years ago, I went through a big decluttering episode by following the criteria that if something doesn't bring me joy, I'll get rid of it. I've found that by minimizing the distractions in the space around me, I'm able to focus better on my work and get more done, and actually be more productive. There's no real point in owning things just for the sake of owning them. I think we spend too much time buying things for the opinions of other people. Don't try and impress everyone with all of the things that you own. Sure, if you want something, get it for yourself, but make sure that you're getting it for you. Inside of my fridge, you won't find very much. I hardly ever cook big meals at home. I'm so close to so many amazing restaurants that I eat out almost every day for dinner. I eat most of my calories at night, so this works out for me too. I do snack a lot though, so I should probably curb that habit a little. This is my bathroom. Probably my favorite space in the entire apartment because it looks so damn cool. And because it's a wet room. There's so much room for activities. Also, the basin is skew and it helps me fight my OCD. And the toilet is square. Being in such a small space has helped me in more ways than I ever thought possible. It saved me a ton of money that I can use to reinvest and make more money in the future. It saved me a ton of time on cleaning and organizing and searching for things because I know exactly where everything is and it's only a few steps away from me. Before I moved into this apartment, I really did go through a huge decluttering episode where I got rid of mostly everything that I own. I gave away my clothes and old sentimental gifts and items and childhood toys and everything that didn't really serve a functional purpose in my life. It was just sitting around gathering dust. I don't really have sentimental attachment to things because I find that I place a lot more value on actual connections and relationships with people. So I'd rather spend time with people than collect gifts and items from them. And by getting rid of those things, it's helped me a lot mentally and cleared up a lot of mental baggage and space in my brain to focus on other things like my work and my relationships with people, because you don't have that fear of loss, of things breaking, of things getting stolen. You don't have any fear of losing something that you currently have besides your relationship, so you can put a lot more effort into those things. There's not really a set definition when it comes to minimalism or what it's like to be a minimalist. You can do whatever works for you. I think the real idea is just focusing on the things that are essential in your life, what matters most to you. Sure, if you want to collect shoes because they mean something to you and you place some sort of importance on them, it doesn't mean you can't be a minimalist by collecting shoes. It just means that you shouldn't do that in every aspect of your life, because then you can become one of those hoarders who just collects absolutely everything. So I think being intentional with everything that you buy and purchase and place focus on in your life makes you some sort of essentialist or minimalist. So just put energy into the right aspects of your life, and I'm sure that you'll live a happier, better life from that. I know that I have, and it's helped me so much. Living in a white, pristine, clean box doesn't make you a minimalist. There's no real definition of the word minimalist other than that was created by New Age minimalists. So do whatever works for you and makes you happy, and just have fun with your life. It is super short, so just enjoy it. If you've made it this far in the video, you'll be happy to know that I'm going to be doing this thing where I give away $50 to a commenter on the video, so make sure that you leave a comment down below and hit the like button. Subscribe as well if you want a better chance, because I'll be doing this in almost every video. So in the next video, I will announce who won the $50 from the comments down below, so make sure that you get commenting. I do appreciate your support. I hope you guys are liking these videos because I'm having an absolute ball making them. As always, I shall see you guys in the next video. Cheers!